Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, May 23rd. The first thing I'm going to do is turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro. Now, I just showed you this trade. I think it probably came out yesterday, this one, the high of the day trade. So this is off the piggyback of that trade, so I'm going to leave this one on here. So 10 o'clock hour comes, and this is where we're at right here. Okay, so now I have this set for 30-minute cycles. Okay, so this is 30-minute cycle. Okay, I'm going to go back and just make this 30-minute cycle too. Okay, so I'm looking for any kind of SMT to see if we're going to go higher, see how we're respecting this, go higher. I'd see what's going on. You could have entered here to go higher on this. This would have been a 50-point trade to go up based on the 30-minute cycles, respecting this fair value gap and up. Good trade. That's not what I was looking at. I was still expecting us to go short, so I was still looking to go down. I didn't take the retracement up. If you look where this is right now, if you take this current lag, it came right up to optimal trade entry. Okay, so I'm constantly pulling fibs and looking at things. That's how I'm looking at it. It does work this way, trade up to equilibrium, like where it did. Time cycle, I'll be sharing more about time cycles later on when I release this indicator. This is still one of the versions that's getting rewritten. So on this, 10 o'clock, I'm still looking for SMT, right? So what I saw as I'm waiting, obviously I'd like this 30-minute cycle high to be taken, SMT here, a breaker, and to go aim for down here. These two, a lot of liquidity right down here. That's what I'd be looking for. So take that. Just took it. That just took it right there. So let's see if SMT with ES. I always check ES first. If you haven't figured that out. So 1016 candle right here. That's obviously higher than this point here, and this point's higher than this, right? So we have SMT with ES again. All right, so what am I looking for? Well, you have a lot of breakers here, potential breakers here, right? You have one here. This could be a breaker. High, low, higher, high, breakthrough. There's a breaker, right? This one could be a breaker, right? High, low, higher, high, breakthrough, right? If you want to look at that, look at this like this. High, low, higher, high, breakthrough. It's a breaker, right? So you also have a breaker right here. So it's up closer, a closer one, which I like, right? Because I'd make my stop above the high smaller. So if that breaks through, I'm going to go short, and I'm just going to target down here. Okay, there you go. Look at that. So if it comes back up, I'm taking a short. Now, oh, that came up, but I don't know if that one tapped in. Okay. All right, that one I'm going to sell one. Let's put our position on. Now, I don't know if I can get above the high. That's 25 points. I'll go to the max is, my 20. So that's the most I'll do. Aim for this low here is just a straight 1 to 3, risking 20 for 3. If you pull the fib from this high to the swing low here, it's right at 2.5 standard deviations, which I like. So that worked out really well. Let's move this over. Make these bigger so you can see it better a little bit. Okay. All right, let's see how this plays out. Broke through that breaker right here. So I have a breaker with a fair value gap now protecting my price from that big breaker here. I'm not putting it on the chart, but I'm visually seeing it as I'm, in my mind, I see that as a breaker area. Now I see this as a breaker area too. So now I'm down here. So I didn't even put my targets on here. Sheesh. So this would have been here. This was down here. Now I'm break even, and I'm probably at that point 750. I'll probably go right here. That's middle of that breaker, close to it. Let's see here. And at that point, I'm moving my thing way down here. I don't want to see it wick up there. All right, there you go. See how much further it goes down. Does it hit 4? It doesn't hit 4. All right. Okay. Let's go like this. All right, let's recap. We had pre-market trade set up to go short on the long of the all-time highs. And then when 10 o'clock pulled around, we changed our time cycles to 30 minutes just to see what was going on. A 90-minute cycle was in the middle here, so we turned on 30-minute cycles. And we had first 30 minutes. We could have taken a trade right here to go long. This would have been your trade right here. Right here, let's go like this. You probably would have got stopped out. 20 would have hit you out. You need to come in here. Ideally, you'd want to come down here to cover the low, but either way, in here, let's just say you went in here, your target would have been equilibrium here. So you got equilibrium. Could have been a trade. Okay, didn't take it, but that's a legit trade. 30-minute cycle, we had SMT with ES, so we swept the high, took out the liquidity above this 30 minutes cycle. We had SMT with ES. We picked one of the breakers. We had several. We had also had an inversion fair value gap right here with some fair value gaps. This was like the ideal breaker right here. So once price came into that, we took our trade. We aimed for the bottom of these lows. We pulled our fib, and 2.5 was just 1 to 6, risking 20 points to gain 60. Good solid trade. That is your AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, May 23rd.